Hello, hello. How do you do, fellow? How do you do, fellow tinies? Bigs? Uh, anyone in between, you know? How are you guys doing? I think I already said that, but I'm tired, so I'll be okay. Mm, nice. Hey, it's June. What's up? Hi. Should probably go over rules, and then we can get started. Just some quick rules. I'm Denny. I'm trans female fairy. I go by she, her, or they, them. I usually go by she, her, but if you were to call me they, them, then that's perfectly fine. Just no he, him pronouns, because that is rude. Um, do not discriminate in my chat. This is an LGBT friendly stream. Just don't be a bigot. No bullying. I'm gonna skip Rule 3 since it's not really necessary to talk about today. Kink talk is okay, but don't overdo it. Read the room. There is to be no kink shaming in my chat, like, period. 'Cause that is, like, a dick move to do. And when talking about kink, just remember to chill. That's all I'm asking, is just chill. Like, this is gonna be a chill stream today, so. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, that felt really fast. Yeah, we're just gonna be chatting for the next few hours. Okay, let me just, oh god, I'm so tired. Alright, so, I guess in terms of what I've been doing, this week has been, so far it's been a lot better than, last week. For those that don't know, I was grieving over the loss of, I think I said this in, like, a Danganronpa stream, but I think I might have, like, cut that bit out in, like, the VOD. Yeah, I had a breakup with a friend, and it was not, it wasn't the best for my mental health, I'll say that. Just like, it just, like, kind of really affected, like, my mood that week, and it just, like, a lot of grieving, basically. Things are getting better, though. Things are getting a lot better. Everyone happy in my chat. Yeah, I'm glad you guys like the emotes. I should really commission more emotes. It's just, money's been kind of an issue lately. But I would love to have more emotes though. Just like a reward your guys' support. Um Oh god, fuck. Okay. Let's see. I have been I guess yeah, I can agree emotes are the best. Um where was I? Okay, but yeah. I'm doing better this week. Tonight, although tonight, I'm gonna be, so, like, every, like, couple, like, Wednesdays or so, I cook quesadillas, and normally it's just like mozzarella and, uh, normally it's just like mozzarella and meat, however, I am looking to, like, um, spice up the usual meal, if you will. After seeing uh, my sister like posted like a picture of a quesadilla that had, let's see, I'm trying to remember the ingredients offhand. It was like, chicken, bell peppers, onions, I think. Or, like, I don't think I'm gonna be including onions though, because, like, there's a lot of greens there, so, like, I don't think I want to include everything. Spinach. Gonna be adding spinach to it, and, alright, and I'm gonna be adding, chipotle peppers and, ranch. Because just recently, well, I don't know if I would say it's recent, but oh, so I realized I should probably move my, avatar in the middle here. Yeah, that would be helpful, Dooney. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna be cooking that tonight, so that should be something. Um, I just recently have a thing for like spicy ranch, which is like something concerning. Like normally I don't like ranch, but like I think it was like a couple weeks ago I had like a food from Taco Bell that was like, I forgot what it was specifically. I think it was like a Dorito chalupa or something along those lines. But yes, Taco Bell good. But I had like one of the meals like had like spicy ranch on it, and I decided to leave it on there because I guess I forget my reasoning exactly. Like I guess I just like thought like maybe like it could have used the sauce to go with it. So I think chalupas have chipotle ranch. Then I think that's why I think I had a chalupa. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe like next time we were out, like, or from Taco Bell, then I'll remember. Um, but yeah, I remember having it, and it tasted from what I remember, it tasted pretty good. Like, I was pretty satisfied with that. So, that is definitely something to keep in mind. Grilled cheese burrito. I'm not sure if I had grilled cheese burrito. I've definitely had the 5-layer burrito though, and it's so good. I love 5-layer burritos. So yeah, I'm gonna be cooking something with that tonight. The spicy ranch, to be more specific. Yeah. I don't have D&D today because that has been moved to Monday. And Monday's gonna be exciting because I'm gonna be DMing for everyone. We have their chicken chalupa, it's so good. Yeah. Yeah. So besides that, let's see, what else? Right, I was talking about, like, the reason, like, God, I am so tired that I'm losing track of my thoughts so easily. I mean, that's kind of par for the course, but, like, especially since I didn't get much sleep, so if there are just long pauses, it's just like, I'm sorry. But it's gonna be exciting because, like, I'm gonna be DMing my group. And it's gonna be for a campaign. And with the world it's in, I can kind of play loose and just, like, be as wacky as I can be, which, you know, I like doing. I can be a pretty wacky DM. So that will be fun. Yeah, so I'm excited for that. But that's also why I can't have streams anymore on Monday, because, like, you know, me streaming would interfere with my DMing plans, and I don't want it to interfere with my DMing plans, so Mondays are now off. I'm working on some of my OCs and mostly gaming. Can't really stream. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That is fair, Seto. So now that we you know, talked about that, let's talk about some animes. How about that? Just like reset the. No, that did actually made it worse. Okay. Yeah, and I thought maybe, you know, just to like show what I'm talking about for these what I'm talking about for these, like, talks. So when you play D&D, do you play your own character on the board because of how small you are. My god. I mean, I've yet to play as my self-insert in my D&D, because usually, like, when I'm playing D&D, I'm usually just like, I like just like playing like a different character, because I feel like playing as myself would be really boring. I mean, I might like maybe if I were to play D&D on the stream, I would play as myself. Maybe. That's a big maybe, though. I lost track of what I was gonna say again. Damn it. But yeah, I've been reading One Piece recently. A friend of mine, has been like every weekend or so I watch anime with a group of friends, and they're like, and one friend is just like, you guys gotta read One Piece. It is a masterpiece. Which, I'm usually just like skeptical of that kind of thing. It's like, nothing's a masterpiece, silly. But, she's been getting us into One Piece, and I've, a friend of mine is I think halfway through the manga. I think my girlfriend is around 100 chapters in. I decided, this past week, cause I guess part of it was just cause I wanted something to talk about on stream, what I've been doing behind the scenes, and I thought, you know what, I'll read One Piece just to talk about it. I'm about maybe around 30 chapters in, I think. I'm pretty sure. I think I'm 30 chapters in. And it's good. It's good. I don't have much else to say about it because, things are just starting up, just meeting some of the roster that I am familiar, I'm kind of familiar with, because I've seen these characters for a few years now. So I'm very familiar with their designs. And yeah, it's been entertaining. Gonna drink water. Because I can. I don't know what else to really say. The action's really cool. I mean, One Piece has 1,000 plus episodes, so it must be good. Yeah, so I don't plan on watching the anime anytime soon. Well, okay, so, once I catch up to, everything in the manga, I would probably watch some episodes of the anime. Only because, I'm curious how things play out, how things, how does the anime handle certain things, And plus there are movies. So, that would be interesting to watch. But, Actually, funny story. When I was a kid, I think I was when I first was exposed to One Piece. Like, I wasn't really all that fond of it. Like, it was just kind of like for one, I didn't understand what was going on, and the art style, I guess, didn't really grab me at the time. Um, and like I remember being like, "Oh, I don't like this show. I want to change the channel, Mom." So that was, I think that was my first impression of One Piece. But yeah, I guess in terms of just like watching the anime and stuff, like it probably won't be for a while. If I do end up watching the anime at some point, it'll probably just be in single bursts and not just like like binging it, like the entire thing, because like, you know, I don't hate myself. um. Oh. Hmm. If I do, if I do watch the anime, then I'll probably talk about it on here. I only watch a bit and read a bit of One Piece and watch some of the movies with a friend. Yeah. I think not too long ago we were actually talking about like watching One Piece together. Or at least one of the movies together. We probably wouldn't watch the anime because like that would take us like a couple years to finish. So yeah. I guess to move on from One Piece though into another anime. Demon Slayer. I freaking love Demon Slayer so much. Yeah, I've only yeah, with Fairy Tail, in terms of like watch time, it's funny. I think I have the entire manga of Fairy Tail too, like digitally. I just like don't really go on my way to read it all that much, unless I'm like really bored. But yeah, I only managed to like get up to like you know, I think it was like 17 episodes. It might have been more. It might have been more than that actually. I think it was like maybe episode 30, where I just like stopped because I have problems with just like committing to like really long animes. Dragon Ball Z is an example. Like I consider myself a Dragon Ball fan. Never committed that much time to just like watching the like series though, because of like how long it is. Most of my exposure to Dragon Ball Z is from Dragon Ball Z Abridged and the movies. And I really love the movies the most, honestly. Like, I really like, I like Battle of Gods, and I like Super Broly. Those movies are a lot of fun to me, so. But yeah, I guess another thing, like, I've seen, I wouldn't say it's like an episode dedicated to it, but I know there's like a scene in Fairy Tail where, Lucy, one of the characters, shrinks. And it's actually really cute. um, Especially in, I don't know if they do this in the sub, but in like the dub, they make her voice all high pitched because she's small. And it's adorable. uh, it's funny, it just like, it's because like, I think it's funny. I found that out because of my brother. I think. Pretty sure. Like, uh, like he was just like, oh god. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I guess sorry to interrupt that thought. A little personal. My right boob hurts. Which is good, because, like, that would mean it's growing. But, oh god, it is hurting like a bitch. Yeah, but my brother told me about that scene. And I was like, oh really? Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Funny. Yep. And then I'm pretty sure I googled that scene later, because you know how I am with my tastes. The last anime that I remember watching completion is The Devil May Cry. Oh yeah, yeah, The Devil May Cry anime is alright. It's not... So, like, I love some of the scenes in the anime. It's fun, seeing Dante in anime form. I do have problems with the anime, just like, like in terms of like just like interactions, I think the anime is fun. Like one of my I think an episode that always pops into my mind is like Dante just like purposely just throwing himself in jail just to get a demon. And I thought that episode was cool. But I think, like, my problem with Devil May Cry, like, the anime, is that, like, it always cuts away from the action. Like, you never see Dante do any of the cool stuff. Because the director just wasn't really, like, I guess, like, experienced when it came to just directing action scenes, so... They just pretty much just had it just like cut away whenever, or just like block the view of just like Dante doing cool things. So yeah. Other than that, I like it. It's not the best one. Honestly, I'm more so looking forward to the Netflix anime series that's coming out for Devil May Cry. And I have a lot of faith in that because, it's being done by the same people who did the Castlevania Netflix series. And, I watched 3 seasons of that and it's good. It's, really good. So, I have faith that, it'll come out decent. Although I would like it to come out more than just, decent, because, I love Devil May Cry. That series means a lot to me, so... They're a whole character who can shrink thing. Yeah, Brandish, yeah. Absolutely familiar with that character. She's just, She's just, all over the place. When I'm just, browsing through Psy stuff. Now that I think about it, I don't know if Because I know for the longest time my brother was watching the anime with my dad, but I don't remember how far they got. That is something I'm gonna ask them later. More likely my brother than anything. Sorry, I was biting my lip there. But anyway, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer. It's really, really good. I love this anime a lot. We are currently watching. We're currently 4 episodes into the 2nd season. We're on the Mugen Train arc, and man, yeah, I just love the action scenes. The characters are great. I love Inosuke. He might be my favorite boy in the anime, and I really love Nezuko. I have a very particular fondness for demons. Back to the anime, I probably won't watch because of how popular. June, you shouldn't let just because how popular it is, you shouldn't let that stop you from watching it. I mean, if you don't have the interest to begin with, that's fair. I can respect that, but just but I want to not watch something because it's not popular, or let me rephrase that. It's popular, not it's not. Dooney, what the fuck are you? You're so tired. I wouldn't want to watch something just because it's popular or anything. I mean, granted, something does have to draw you in. So I understand that. Like I said, if it doesn't fit your interest, that's perfectly fair, and I understand that. I guess what I'm saying is don't judge something just because of its popularity. Hey.
Oh, good show.
Yeah. See, my girlfriend agrees it's a really good show, so you should watch it. I'll add it to the list of 99 plus animes. And it has swords. I like swords. Yeah, and it has really good sword combat. I guess what I was saying about Nezuko, I have a fondness for demons, so I guess that just makes Nezuko really appealing to me. I think and her design is really cute, especially just when she goes small. Oh yeah, June. I guess that's something that might interest you. The Nezuko, the girl on the top right, she can grow and shrink herself. So that might interest you more. I mean her appearance does change when she gets smaller and bigger, because when she shrinks, she she becomes more. She has the resemblance of a child. When she grows, she becomes a full-on strong adult. But yeah, I really demon powers plus size shifting powers, Wait, Fairy saying what? You've got my interest. Yeah, the character can change her size, and yeah. So like demon powers plus size powers. That's pretty appealing in my opinion. But yeah, the show all around is really entertaining. It's got really good scenes, good moments, got a bunch of good characters. You know, the story's very entertaining. It's a lot of fun. Moving on from that. Oh, well. I have a tiny image, I guess. Here is Fruits Basket, like, specifically the 2019 remake, because, the original sure does look like something, I'll say that. The original sure is something. God, and like, just recently, just like a couple weeks ago, we, me and my friends just like finished this anime. Cause, you know, and it is pretty damn good. Fruits Basket is probably on my list of, like, just, like, top animes. Which usually when, like, I'm just, like, into anime, just, like, you know, it's usually on top of my list, like, I don't think I could ever give you a top 10, because, a top 10, because it's just, like, it would be hard to know where things go. I know that, like, top 3, 4, or top 5 would probably be, well, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Dragon Ball Z, 7 Deadly Sins, which is another one I love. I'll probably put Demon Slayer up there, since Demon Slayer is a lot of fun. And, you know, of course, you know, that time I got reincarnated as a slime, because, like, yeah, just like a I just like have a fondness for that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I love that anime so much. It means, I mean, I say this a lot, but like, well, a lot of the things that like I get attached to, you know, end up meaning a lot to me in the long run. Is like, you know, I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm losing track of my thoughts again. Let's go back to Fruits Basket. But yeah, really good show. I would highly recommend it. You know, I feel like I've been saying this, but like, the characters are like a lot of fun. You know, honestly, just like, maybe this is a little controversial. I'm guessing it is slice of life. Yes, it is a slice of life with drama, basically. It's also a romance, and a good one at that. God, just like, So a little bit controversial, just like I tend to bring up good characters a lot because honestly characters are just like how you appeal to me to like watch something like it doesn't have to have a good story, but like it just like it has to have good characters, which all the animes I listed or like all the things I brought up do have good stories, but um but like if like let's say if the story was bad, um no, I would probably still love it because I love the characters because I just like I'm losing my train of thought again. Fuck. I just like how how like as long as the characters are well written, I don't care what your story is, and I'm not saying like well, there's no point in trying having a good story because like I appreciate good stories. It's just like I appreciate good characters a little more because they just like stand out to me more. So yeah, that's my controversial hot take. I prefer good characters over a good story. Like I can have both, but like if I had to choose one or the other, it'd probably just be characters, not story. Then again, like, I guess then again, thinking about, like, I guess it's kind of rare for a good story to have bad characters, because, like, I would argue having interesting, good characters is just, like, part of having a good story. So, the scenario where, like, there's like a bad... Well, okay, actually, let me rephrase that, because, like, there are definitely instances where the story is bad. In some anime. I guess one example, even though, like, people will argue, oh, that's not anime. And, I will agree the story just, like, kind of got ridiculous, like, a bit unbearable. To a certain point, but Ruby, Ruby is an example. Is like the story in Ruby, isn't good. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's like the story in Ruby's not good. But I do love the characters, and even though I'm not really watching the show anymore, because like, just some things just like kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I can still I can kind of still say I'm a Ruby fan. Like because like the characters mean a lot to me, and like I love seeing them. Like, I'm attached to these characters, so I feel like no matter what, they're always gonna be in my heart. They're gonna always mean something to me, Let's see, characters do it for me. And then action or funny part. Yeah, agreed. Action or funny, like, moments are, important. I've never seen Food Wars, but I hear good things about it. But I guess back to Fruits Basket, like, I just, like, love the interactions she has with, like, but I guess in case you don't know what Fruits Basket is about, you guys might not know. It's basically about this girl who's homeless, and she gets taken in by these people living in I don't know if you would call it a house or a cottage or whatever. You know, she pretty much ends up like staying there. However, like she learns that like whenever like she hugs like specifically these people, just like well, which they're all boys, just something to keep in mind. Whenever she hugs a boy, yeah, I think it's mostly just hug. Like, whenever, she ends up, like, hugging them or embracing them, they turn into an animal. So wacky hijinks goes from that. Although, as the series does go on, you kind of do forget the animal gimmick, because the funny thing about Fruits Basket is that it wasn't supposed to have that like gimmick to it. Like, whenever like you know people didn't transform into animals in the original idea. The reason like they transform into animals and why there's like a curse and everything is because like the editor was like, okay, please like add something to this because we need to like market this manga. Hang on. Yeah, there is animal transformation. But like the editor's just like, please add a gimmick to this. Just like, make the like help me make this marketable so it will grab people's attention, and that's why there are animal transformations, because of that. But yeah, and and there's like a total, I think there's like 12 characters in total that like transform into animals because of the zodiac. Because like the animals are based off like the transformation are based off like the zodiac, like, and like tell that well, actually no, 13, because like there's also the cat. That's like the one part of it that's like not in the zodiac, but they're a character that can transform. I mean, I don't think people like enjoy this for like fetish purposes though. Like, I'm aware Animal TF is a fetish, but like but I think people enjoy this more for just like its characters, I mean, animal transformations are fun and wacky hijinks do happen from that, but it's not something like it's not like something they were like doing for sex appeal or anything like that. Although there kind of is sex appeal, like so like when they turn into animals, like they do like one of them is a mouse, or is it a rat? I think it's a rat actually. They turn into a rat and they just like kind of just like shrink out of their clothes. And when they turn back, they're all naked. It's a reverse hand. It kind of is, considering just like I would say everyone likes the main character, but like it's done in a believable way. Like like she ends up just like becoming friends with everyone. And yeah. I'm terrible at talking about these stuff because like I don't know like what to like talk about or like what to go into details about. Oh yeah, something I will say. This anime will make you cry. Like, especially at the end, because like holy shit, just like the last, like, I don't want to spoil anything, the last part of the, like, I would say, like, before the last episode, like, had me in tears. Now, I didn't cry like I did when, with Danganronpa V3, but it really got me. And not a whole lot of anime, like, not a lot of things make me cry, so I bet I won't cry. Oh, really, June? Really? You bet you won't cry? Okay, sweetie. Okay, sweetie, sure. But, yeah, that's, yeah, Fruits Basket, I would recommend it. Especially if you're into, like, slice of life, drama, romance type of deals. And that's about all I have, because I'm not sure what to talk about now. So now I'm just gonna be like, hey, you guys can accept the... you guys can now ask me questions now, and I'll do my best to answer them. Yeah, sorry I'm getting distracted. Oh! Oh, what is this? What is this, Colonel? Colonel, you should have. Alright, I'm gonna be moving the mic, so you're probably gonna be hearing some noises. But, hey, Colonel. Hello. How's your day been? Have you been a good boy? I hope so. You wouldn't want to disappoint Dooney, would you? God, you're so small and cute. Just absolutely adorable. I would hug you right now if I could. So, aw, dead with fever? Oh no. I don't know if I can reverse death, but I can be Nurse Danny for a bit. Wait, do you like that? Wait, do you like me to be Nurse Danny for you, Colonel? Would you like me to take care of you and just like feed you soup? 'Cause I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. 'Cause you're a really important friend to me, Colonel. And I wouldn't want you to, like, I wouldn't want you to, like, be really sick, because, that would suck. I mean, you are really sick, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm here for you, buddy. I guess speaking of like speaking of playing nurse, guess I might as well do this while I'm holding it like this, but during the summer, my girlfriend's gonna be getting facial surgery. I think I talked about this before, but if not, then yeah, my girlfriend's gonna get facial surgery, which is nice. And she's gonna be in bed for a few days or a few weeks because of it. And so I'm gonna have to take care of her, and I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna affect my stream schedule yet. That is something I'm gonna have to figure out when it gets around to it, Worst case scenario, I might have to take a 3-week hiatus. Just to like take care of her, Which would suck because I have one plan during the summer to do, which would be fun. I plan to get a nurse outfit then. Alright, so if we're talking IRL, I technically do have one. And I probably will be wearing that when I'm taking care of my girlfriend. Yeah, she's, yeah, I'll be wearing a nurse outfit, IRL. I'm probably gonna be wearing a, sorry, silly me. I broke into non-whisper mode. That's a no-no, Dooney. That's an absolute no-no. In terms of like streaming, I'm probably gonna like so I imagine there's probably a nurse hat asset I can use to attach to my model. I'll probably be wearing that for a fair bit because I guess it might be a good indicator of what's going on. Maybe I'll play games around like a nurse theme. I'm not entirely sure yet. You might hear myself scratching myself because like I get itchy. But yeah. So yeah, look forward to that. I don't. It's definitely been a minute by now, so I think, yeah. I think I'm no longer gonna do ASMR unless there's something you guys want me to say. Well, I'm like this, cause I want to make sure I take care of you guys. Wait, it's 10 minutes? I thought it was like 1 to 5. Fuck, Colonel, why you do this to me? Alright, I guess we're just like gonna talk about this for a while then. You said you'd make it. I did. You know what? I did. Yeah, because I didn't do a full minute last time. It's fine. I can do this for like 10 minutes. I don't know how much time has passed, but yeah, just like keep giving me things to talk about. Like 2 or 3? Okay. So in about 7 minutes then. Oh, this might drive you nuts. Hold on. That felt nice. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Seta, for the team. See, I'm trying to think what else I can talk about. Tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming Dishonored. Like, I'm having a lot of fun with that game, and like, it's a lot of fun just like streaming it. So I hope you guys look forward to that tomorrow. I have no idea what to do for the thumbnail for the PRB screen or just like the starting up soon screen. So I might just like stream. Well, of course I'm gonna stream Dishonored, but like an idea I have for the thumbnail is just like just me in Corvo's attire, shooting shrink darts at people, causing them to get smaller and smaller. Basically smaller than my 5-inch self, which, like they would be like maybe an inch to me. And that's like really, really small to like a human. So, I mean, being smaller than a fairy just has to be embarrassing, right? Just like, oh, I was bigger than you at one point, but I guess I just like lost on my height. What do you mean, Colonel? What do you mean, Colonel? What do you think I mean by that? But yeah, I could have just like shrink darts and like shrink people in the thumbnail. Like guards. And be like, I got you now. That would actually be really cute. I think I might do something like that. Maybe tonight. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I am after Danganronpa. I'm really excited to go to play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. That's gonna be a really fun stream playthrough. I feel called out. What, Colonel? Do you want to be smaller than me? Do you want to be smaller than the 5-inch fairy? Are you sure? That's gonna be dangerous, you know? Just like as you just like get smaller and smaller, you know, you end up reaching my height, which is probably good. We probably just like it makes me be. We can just like hug each other, and hang out in my dollhouse. But it looks like you're getting like smaller though. Like you're getting shorter than me. And soon you're just gonna be like, you know, you're just gonna like be doll size to me. Then the size of a bug. Like I'll just like have you on my finger and you'll still be getting smaller until you're like microscopic on my tiny fairy hands. Also, I like to give everyone shrinking thoughts. Because, you know, getting smaller turns me on. Also, I guess speaking of shrinking smaller, for the birthday gift I made for my best friend yesterday, yeah, I ended up doing to her what I'm gonna do to you, Colonel. Just like have you shrink on my finger and have you talk to me. But I don't think I'm gonna understand anything you're saying though, is the thing. If anything, I'm just gonna start hearing a bunch of squeaks. Just a bunch of little tiny minuscule high-pitched squeaks. Because you're so small. Your voice like is coming out all high-pitched to me. Because that's the logic I like. I don't know why I'm such a good tease with shrinking. I just am. I'm really good at teasing you, like June, and Colonel. It seems, especially you, June. Also, I think 7 minutes have passed at this point. I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. Honestly, I can't really say it. Colonel could speak up and say, yeah, 7 minutes have passed, but does he really want to? Does he really want me to grow him back? Oh, fuck. Well, now I am getting smaller, huh? Yeah, JT, he did. This is the ASMR portion is great. Although I don't know how well I'm doing because I'm not whispering all that much. But I am, I am shrinking. I will get smaller and smaller and smaller. Because you guys like a tiny dooney. Well, Colonel, it doesn't seem like. So I got smaller, but however, it seems that you're still shrinking. Man, you just really liked my fairy dust, didn't you? Yeah. Honestly, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I am pretty turned on right now. I am pretty turned on right now because just that's just like what happens when you get me talking about shrinking. It gives me a lady boner. So yeah, I could safely say I'm pretty turned on right now. It's thanks to you guys. Especially when I got smaller. I'm like the opposite of Vixora the Sun Eater, where she gets whenever she grows, she gets turned on. That's kind of the same with me. Only when you shrink me, I get turned on. Although I do get horny when I grow. I think I get hornier when I shrink though. Also, I think we should be okay, JT. I think talk like this is okay as long my stream is marked for mature audiences, so I think we'll be fine. And I'm not being super explicit. I haven't even brought up fairy cum. Oh shit. Oh no, I just brought up fairy cum. Oh fuck, I did it again. No. Why did I bring up fairy cum? Oh fuck, I did it again. Guys, I'm being naughty. I'm just being a naughty little fairy. I'm being a naughty fairy and I need to be punished. I don't know how long I can... Okay, oh my god, June. I swear. You little kid in you. So, yeah. I can't wait for Sonic Adventure 2 though. Streaming that game, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Getting all the emblems is gonna drive me crazy, but that's okay. It's for content. Sometimes you do things that might make you feel pain, make you go through pain, but people enjoy it when people get hurt. So I'm going to suffer for you guys because I love you all. I don't know. I feel like it's been way past the point where, oh, it's been past 10 minutes. But I also want to make sure I make this up to Colonel. Yeah. Okay. I am gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. That was a lot of fun though. Actually, I think this is a good time to get some water, so I will be right back. The Dooney has returned. Cut that and call it Dooney Shrinking ASMR. I might just do that. I mean... I might just like do that. Just like save that from the stream. So that would be nice. I mean, if I just like clip it, you'll have a much shorter VOD to download. Or I guess in this case, just like make a highlight out of it. Now what to talk about? Because really, I could talk about anything. Yes, yes. Ask me any question, June. Also, don't mind the ruffling backs. I'm eating a chip. And don't mind the chewing noises, because, you know. A girl's gotta eat, you know. Yeah, I won't eat too much, because I know that, like, you know, that might... Sorry, I was sharing. Are all males just females that have gone trans before birth? I see where you're getting at. Because technically we've all been female before. Yeah, that's making me really think. I mean, so like, are you saying like, oh, are these like, are they going from female to male? I think that's what it's implying, because like, yeah, I'm really thinking about that, huh? Jesus Christ, that's really making me think, huh? In all seriousness, no, I don't think that's what makes them like, technically, you'd be right, June. That, like, you know. Male going trans, it's just them going back to normal, right? Well, kind of. Like, they're still, like, you know, I would say, like, you know, just, like, technically, just, like, you know, you do get assigned a sex at birth. So it's not like, you know, it's not like they say you're female because, like, you know, because of, like, what was happening, you know, in your mom's womb. I know, I'm not a scientist, so, like, I could be butchering this terribly wrong, but, like, but, like, you know, you usually assign a sex at birth, and what your gender is to be determined later. I do like the phrase that's just like, just a male going trans is just like going back to normal, which is it's kind of right, I would say, because like being a girl feels normal to me. Like it feels right to me that I'm a girl. Um, and I don't know what my life would have been like if I continued, being a cis guy. So, but yeah, but yeah. Yeah, June, that question really made me think. It's like, you're not technically wrong, but you're not technically right either. At least I think so. Like maybe like other people could probably chime in and just be like, well, actually, June has a good point, which you do, which you do bring up a solid point. You've gone from Dooney shrinking to Dooney thinking. Also, I'll say it again, you guys. Yeah, I did get really horny when you guys when I was just like talking about shrink. That's just what it does to me. Just like talking about it, just like. Oh hey, how's it doing? Evan Jim Belmont, I forget if you're Mika or if you're like another friend of mine. But thank you for showing up to stream. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, Mika. Okay, you're Mika. Hi, Mika. You would probably have a femboy fairy VTuber then. Yeah. Yeah. And to be fair, even before I was considering being a girl, I was considering being a femboy. Like I think I had sketches of like just like a femboy version of me. Is at the ready. I guess I wanted to look cute. And I was tired of like so like what I used to do for my Sona is I would draw it accurate to what I looked in real life. Or at least to the best of my ability. Thing is, I was never really happy with it because it's like I guess I was never like happy to just be represented that way, Like fuck this doesn't feel right and I don't know why. This just like makes me look like the way I drew my hair, drew the hair is just like was really spiky. It was basically just like a generic anime protagonist. I got and once I came out as trans, I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna have female a female persona. And it's worked out for me since. I have thought of like doing femboy Dooney again, because like even though I'm transitioning, I'm like and I prefer to be like referred to as she, her. Like being a femboy, I'm gonna be honest, is really appealing to me. I've I think I think that's where my non-binary side comes in, because it's like, oh, like, you know, like, I'm a trans girl, but I wouldn't complain if I was a femboy. Honestly, all things considered, if I did go the femboy route, then I think I would still end up looking, I would still probably have the same appearance, it's just, you know, I wouldn't have boobs. Which, that would be interesting. But yes, I love femboys, is what I'm saying. Any other questions that anyone has for me? Isn't your summer non-binary femboy? Oh, you mean Sunny? Yeah, he is a femboy. I would say non-binary femboy, yes. God, I have not drawn him in a very long time, but yeah, he's a precious bean. I love him a lot. I need to do more with him. Yeah, it's fine, Mika. You were close. I think summer is a fair enough. Like, is a fair enough guess. Your chest is fun to play with. Oh my god, June. And you can get away with saying that since you've interacted with me and Neos. Yeah, I need to do more with Sunny. Like, I was just thinking about him recently, just like, fuck, I need to do more with this character. I just, like, it's hard for me to, like, do personal projects nowadays, because I guess I just feel pressure to have to get commissions out, which ends up just, like, affecting, like, my workload in general, just, like, there are just, like, times where I just, like, you know what, I don't want to draw, because I know I'm just gonna suffer and not have fun, so I tend to, like, just put it off most of the time, honestly. What made you decide on 5 inches tall for your ideal size? That is a good question. I guess it's just cause I guess sorry, I'm losing track of my thoughts again. I would say it might be due to just, like, you know, well, for one, you know, I like to be small, but, you know, people kind of guessed that already, but I guess the reason I went with 5 inches tall specifically, because it's, like, it's smaller than, like, an average doll, like a Barbie doll, I would say. Okay, June, I would refrain from using the term trap, like, I know you don't mean anything by it, but, I don't know, I don't want to cause issues, but, like, trap can be kind of, like, it's kind of an issue to me. But that said, Mika, like, you know, does, like, you know, does I identify as one, and, you know, I respect that. Like, I'm not gonna, like, remove people's identity if they feel akin to it. I just, like, personally just, like, I don't know. I was watching a video the other day, and, like, besides like, just like the history behind Trap and just like the the bad context that comes with. Someone I put like said it best, but you know, I'm not looking to get tricked. I'm looking to get dicked. I'm looking to get dicked. So you're fine, June. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. You didn't know. I just usually go with like femboy. And you know, Mika's also in I was gonna call him a trap, which isn't wrong. Like, I guess it's okay to like call, like, I don't know. It makes me feel weird. But yeah. Also, hey Radiant Sword, how are you doing? We're just like chatting. Hope you had a good stream. And thank you for the raid. Hey, Sarah Quartz Productions. I am butchering that probably. I am probably butchering that to hell and back, and I apologize for that. I guess as I was saying, I guess like 5 inches like being my SE Records Productions. Okay, gotcha. God. Oh my god, June. But it's like smaller than Barbie size, but it's like bigger than like a bug. Maybe even a mouse, but I'm not entirely sure. Actually, I think I am around mouse size. I'm not entirely sure though. Basically, I guess it's just like the ideal size, because it makes for good hand play, and I do enjoy just like being held by someone, like a big, and being held in their hands and just like having comfort that way. You know, I can just like, sit on their shoulder, sit on their head, be put in places. 5 inches is pretty big for a small, at least for me. Yeah, you probably prefer them super tiny, Mika. Yeah, I enjoy all things size, like no matter how small I am or no matter how big I am, and vice versa with other people, I still have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, any other questions for me? 5 inches is just small enough for me to think you're a mousy. Especially if I put on mouse ears and a mouse tail. You would probably think I'm like a flying mouse or something. Oh, that'd be cute. It's funny too, because like, I do have a fursona, and my fursona is just like, an AI mouse. And I need to do more with that, because like, I would, there's a lot of things I would love to do more with. It's just like finding the time and just like thinking, okay, what can I do with this? Cause like, I'm not like, I don't come out with the best ideas, or like, it's really hard for me to think of like, okay, what's a good idea? Three inches is pretty good. I'm like 2 inches taller than you, JT. Hee hee, how do you feel about that? I actually don't know how tall you are in real life. My human height, my normal human height is 5'2". So even at a normal size, I'm still small. Being chest height to a cute girl would be nice. Aw, thank you. God, you guys, I'm glad you guys think I'm cute. What's your biggest height when going big? You're lucky to be IRL small, yeah. I like my height. My girlfriend gets, like, I love it when I hug my girlfriend and she just, like, picks me up, like, lifts me up and just, like, it's really cute. I would love to be 4'11". Like, I know I'm 5'2", but, you know, I want to be shorter, damn it. I want to be really short. Ugh. What's your biggest height? Oh, God. Okay, my girlfriend's... Oh, God, she's lifting me. Ah!
There you go.
Ow!
Oh, sorry. I put you down too rough.
Guys, I've been picked up on stream.
I overheard your conversation, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Back to work.
Yeah, back to work with you. Oh my God, that was so... I hope my scream wasn't too loud. It's just like, she was just suddenly picking me up. I was just like, I wasn't expecting that. I'm so reacting to that. Holy shit. What's your biggest height when going big? I guess that depends on what you mean by that. When, it's like, are we talking about just, like, minimum size or my max size? Because I don't go to my max size that often unless people commission it. Because, like, I've been drawn, like, one time I drew myself, well, like, being basically, like, omniverse size, which is, like, just, like, a bunch of, like, it's, like, and for those that don't know what that means, that basically just, like, means that, like, I'm big to the point where I, the universes are just, like, marbles to me. That's that Marvel thing. Yeah, totally. Totally that Marvel thing. Yeah, the Omniverse, you know. Actually, funny thing about that is, like, I haven't done anything with it in a while. I need to. I have, like, I have a little thing, I have the Dooniverse, which is just basically just a bunch of different versions of me. And my idea for, like, one Dooney is just, like, basically just, like, this one Dooney is just, like, the overseer of, like, or just, like, she watches all the universes the Doonies are in, and, like, does what she can to protect them, and she's, like, you know, omniverse size, like, and I was considering calling her Dooniverse Prime, which is actually a callback to what my name originally was on, like, DeviantArt and stuff like that. Dooniverse Prime. And I thought that would be a good fit for that character. So I might do something with that someday. Yeah, it's not necessarily a Marvel thing, but Marvel did popularize it, I'd say. Because I would say it feels like Spider-Verse is easily just like, you know, it's easily just like the most popular one that comes to mind. Also, I need to skip this song. This my stream will be mute if I use it. Yeah, it's in terms of just like minimum height, I usually go with standard 50, 100 feet, since that's a fun size to be in. And remember, I downloaded a graph to use as a reference measuring scale. Cheeky, Mika. Cheeky. Very cheeky. But yeah, any other questions? Thank you for dropping by, SC Productions. Yeah, you have a good day too. Those kind of sizes can be really fun. So why is my thing not tracking? Oh, there. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, it's funny, like, I used to have a size limit. Because it's like, it does get to a point where like, as you get smaller or bigger, the interaction does get harder. At least that's what some people argue, is that there's, like, no interaction, which I can agree to an extent. It's just, there can kind of be still interaction, you just gotta be creative with it. Also, yeah, interaction is pretty hot. I agree with you, Colonel. It is pretty hot. But it's also just like, I love the idea of just, like, me shrinking to the point where, like, I get small enough to fit between the canyons of someone's fingers. Or, like, the little crevices, rather. I don't know. It would look like a cannon to me, though. So, like, yeah. Honestly, just, like, shrinking in general just, like, gets me hot and bothered, so, like, I don't care how small I get. So why are you having trouble tracking me? Come on. Come on. Come on. So I'm probably gonna skip this. Let's go to this. Yeah, okay. But yeah, feel free to ask me other questions. Yeah, exactly, June. Exactly. I mean, one thing another thing I do like is just, like, multi-size. Like, you can have someone really small on your finger, and then, like, maybe have someone in the palm of your hand, and they'd be able to make out the, like, little tiny microscopic person better than you could, probably. Yeah, I love multi-size shenanigans like that. It's just really hot, like, just, like, seeing how it escalates. Losing someone, shrinking someone else to find out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat. Just, like, shrinking growth just, like, excites me. More than just, like, being a standard size. Although, multi-size private times. Indeed, June. Indeed. Yeah. I lost track of my thoughts again. Goddamn, Danny. But yeah, shrinking growth excites me, but, like, so, like, Yeah, even more than a standard size. But there are times where like, okay, I can probably stay tiny and this would still, I would still have a good time. Or big. Fuck. I don't know if you guys heard that. You might have. Good thing about checking my about just like doing just chatting streams is that I can just like kind of multitask. Look at like people's messages. Also, fuck, I'm hungry. I'm pretty damn hungry. What would you be into if it wasn't size? You know, one thing that comes to mind, like, I guess to talk about more of my kinks, because, like, everyone knows, like, you know, like, I have a shrink, growing kink. I also have, like, if I wasn't into size, it would probably be, weight gain. Or weight gain or inflation, like, both of those, because, like, I'm already attracted to those, so, yeah. I just don't, like, I don't really talk about them all that much, because, like, I don't know what to talk about. It's like, oh, this person's all chubby, I really like that, that's so cute, or, like, oh, this person's just, like, round like a balloon. I like that, that's cute. And kinda hot. Yeah, but weight gain inflation's probably another favorite of mine. I'm also into like transformation. So like when someone gets like transformed into like a monster, like I guess like a monster girl really, or in some cases it's just like I guess in some cases just be like monster boy, monster girl, either or. Like I like transformations like that. I enjoy. Yeah, expansion is pretty fun. I like expansion. See, how much better like that? 50%. Okay, we still have plenty of time. Plenty of time. I'm actually gonna go ahead. Moved away from doing expansion. Really? I did not know that, June. Sorry if the crunching bothers anyone. I'm really hungry. I am probably gonna... I might go get some food here in a minute. Oof. Sorry to hear that, June. I hope... Yeah, glad things are... You're in a healthier spot. I really like this song. Like, it's the only Danganronpa track I have in my playlist, and I should fix that. Any more questions? Oh, there's a female version of your... Oh, Mika, I would love to see that. Like, DM that to me. When you can. I think Yeah, I think I'm gonna go make myself some lunch. I will be right back. I am really hungry right now, so yeah. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry that took a while. Oh. I like that. Mika, I'm seeing the thing you sent to me. And it's done by Ifrit too. Ifrit's a good artist. Yeah. I need to commission Ifrit someday. The money has to be right for it though. Cause I'm kind of broke. Kind of. Somewhat. Yeah, it was probably just like playful peer pressure. If Mika really didn't want to do it, then they wouldn't do it. You know? At least that's what I'd like to think anyway. God, that's so good. Yeah, she's cute. I like the design. I'll be careful I don't accidentally push my food off. You guys have any questions for me? God, why is my leg so itchy? Hmm. Yeah, at least for now. Yeah, it would probably be Rimuru. Rimuru Tempest from that time I got reincarnated as a slime. It's that and Shantae. Yeah. And I feel like those two, I would love to see more size art of. I guess speaking of Rimuru, I've been playing, I've been playing the gacha game for a few months now, and I really love it. Now, I've probably mentioned this a few times already, but right now they have a Valentine's Day event going on, and I'm currently just saving up all my crystals for if Rimuru ends up being a part of the event, which I think he will be. I would be shocked if he wasn't in the event. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, just like every time I get Rimuru, I post it on Twitter. Also, yes, the interactions with Ramirez is top notch, especially in the second season. I've actually thought about drawing myself as like self inserts. You already heard that. Alright, that's good. Like, just like redrawing scenes from the anime. It's just like with me instead. Because I am shameless. I do fangirl a lot over Slimehouse Bando. Mmm. 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 No, I don't know why I'm thinking about this now, but it's been a while since I've had like checkers. Like the restaurant. Like anyone in this chat ever had checkers before? If not, I would recommend it. I would say it tastes pretty good. Like I really love their burgers. And their fries are really good too. Hey Dark Crow, how you doing? Like, I guess I brought up checkers because, like, tomorrow we're not gonna have any lunch, so I don't know, just something to think about. Saw the fairy was streaming, had to come say hi. Well, thank you for saying hi. Also, welcome to Demon World. I've not seen that anime, but it looks cute. I've definitely seen characters around. Have you had O'Reilly's, Mika? Because they're basically the same restaurant. Thought I would ask, cause just in case there's a chance you have had it, you just never. Yeah, they're owned by the same people. It's really weird, but huh. Okay. Well, I recommend it. Then again, I don't know if you eat fast food or not. If not, then forget I said anything. Speaking of which, you should see how much Dr. Pepper owns. Okay, now I'm curious. I'm gonna look this up. So according to this, they have Dr. Pepper, obviously, Snapple, RC Cola, A&W Root Beer, which I did not know they owned, 7-Up, Schweppes, Sunkist, Canada Dry. Yeah, these are all sodas. Like, I don't know if you meant like more than just like soda in terms of what they own, but yeah, this looks like a lot. Let's see, we got Mott's, Big Red, Bernard's, Hawaiian Punch, Nehi. I did not know that was a thing. Nehi. And Squirt. Apparently through this, it's known as the Dr. Pepper Snapple Group. Keurig, too. I see. How long was the video? Okay, you can send that to me and I'm like, and I can just like see, watch it on stream. Should be really interesting. Then I might do that and then head off. So, Alright, got through my food. Let me pull up my screen. Oh damn, this is like last year. Alright, so let me Oh, alright, nice. Sorry up. So I might want this to be smaller. Just have this like up just a little bit. Like maybe around. I come into big Dr. Pepper. Yeah, Sarah. We're now just like making. We're discussing like just like how big we like our DP. That sounds really lewd, actually. Also, of course, a bottle of Dr. Pepper is gonna be like taller than me. I'm like 5 inches, guys. I just got Rowley's ad. Oh, really? I never get like Rowley's and Checkers ad. Interesting enough. Is the superior soda? You know, my brother would agree with you. But yeah, how's this? Should I make it smaller? Should I make it bigger? Dr. Pepper is the most frequently what I get. Usually for me, it's like, it's either root beer or Sprite. Or, oh, okay, yeah, Sprite is good, but also, I tend to get, orange Fanta soda. Their food is decent. Yeah, I enjoy their food. I was an adult, but the taste was too weird for me when I was a kid. It does have a unique taste. I know my brother loved Dr. Pepper to death. He loves Dr. Pepper. So let me just turn this down. Unless you guys want to.
There's nothing out there that tastes quite like Dr. Pepper because it's famously a unique blend of 23 different flavors. It's like a puzzle because they'll tell us the number of flavors but not what they actually are. When it comes to carbonated soft drinks in the United States, I don't think I have to tell you that Coca-Cola and Pepsi have been far above the rest. It's always been the case. Their products combine for an impressive 2/3 of the market. It kind of makes you feel bad for Dr. Pepper because they've been living in their shadows for over 100 years now, but they've been catching up, currently at an 18% market share, which is closer than they've ever been. As of 2018, the company is called Keurig Dr. Pepper. They are valued at tens of billions of dollars on the stock market and bring in sales of over $11 billion a year. And that is not $11 billion worth of Dr. Pepper alone, or Keurig. They are the owners of all these popular soft drinks. This company is a result of a decades-long, complex web of acquisitions that have generally been intended to gain better control of that market. I'll talk about that with more detail, but Dr. Pepper has been at the center of it. Now, I'm going to warn you that my next sentence is going to be terribly misleading, but technically true. There was a time when Dr. Pepper was bigger than Coca-Cola, and I say that because Dr. Pepper is older than Coca-Cola, but only by about 6 months. It is considered to be the oldest American soft drink brand, going back to 1885.
I did not realize it was the
Dr.
oldest.
Pepper was the name of the person who invented it, but but it's not true. The actual inventor was a pharmacist named Charles Alderton. He was working at a pharmacy in Waco, Texas, called Morrison's Old Corner Drugstore, owned by a man named Wade Morrison. See, typically back then, pharmacies had these soda fountains, so Alderton was over there combining a bunch of these flavors, attempting to make something that would resemble the smell that was in the air from having all of these ingredients around. He ended up creating something that he felt was pretty tasty. Morrison liked it as well, so they started selling it at that pharmacy. As far as the name, nobody quite knows exactly why they called it Dr. Pepper, but one of the more common rumors happens to be my favorite. It is believed that Wade Morrison used to work with a man named Dr. Charles Pepper. Morrison fell in love with his daughter. Pepper didn't approve of it, so he named the drink after him, I guess kind of like a gift to help him win that approval. But if I had to take a guess, I would say that it had more to do with it simply being a catchy name, and since it was advertised as a health drink bought at a pharmacy, I have to imagine that they used the word doctor because it promoted that brand. But either way, the unique flavor combination and a catchy name meant that Morrison's Old Corner Drugstore was selling a lot of Dr.
It's
Pepper
healthy
to a
for you.
point where after a couple of years,
No,
the
it's all
demand was
that.
far more
It's
than
all
they could
good, June.
handle.
Thank you
But
for
somewhat
dropping by.
surprisingly, Charles Alderton, the inventor himself, was more interested in continuing his work with medicine. So as Morrison wanted to expand production, Alderton took this as his opportunity to just step away from it. Morrison then teamed up with the owner of a nearby ginger ale company named Robert Lazenby. It was a good pairing because Morrison had the recipe and the proven brand while Lazenby had the means of production. So the two of them formed this partnership, initially to sell the syrup to other soda fountains, but eventually third parties would start bottling it, and the Dr. Pepper that we know was being sold and becoming a local favorite throughout different parts of Texas. In 1903, Wade Morrison died, ending any involvement from the two originators, which was truly bad timing because the following year, Robert Lazenby demonstrated Dr. Pepper at the World's Fair in St. Louis, giving the brand some serious promotion. I mean, this was quite an event. Again, not fully confirmed, but it's believed that this was the first time hot dogs, cotton candy, waffle ice cream cones, and all these other common foods were introduced to a wide audience. There were almost 20 million people attending that fair, many of them drinking Dr. Pepper and eating hot dogs for the first time in their life. From that point on, Dr. Pepper was on the map. It went through some ups and downs, of course, over the next 80 years or so, but it always seemed to have these effective marketing campaigns that would propel the brand forward. In the 1930s, they started this long-running 10, 2, and 4 campaign. They really committed to it. They made it part of their slogan, and if you look at an old bottle of it, they actually printed those numbers around the label. I know, it's confusing without context. There were some new studies that showed those were the times people tend to lose energy and get sleepy during the days, so those would be the perfect times to drink a Dr. Pepper, because all of the sugar inside of it would give you energy. It's kind of genius when you think about it. It's providing a schedule for you to drink not one, but 3 Dr. Peppers every day.
Yeah.
In the 1950s, you're not gonna like this if you're strict about grammar, but they dropped the period from their name, likely as another marketing move just to make the logo and the labels easier to read. Then, in the 1970s, they introduced what I consider to be one of the catchiest campaigns of all time. It was called Be a Pepper, and I'm going to warn you, before I play this song will get stuck in your head. Here we go.
I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too?
How could that not be a successful campaign? And following it, things were looking promising for Dr. Pepper. Then, in the 1980s, things started to go bad. Their profits were declining while their market share was dropping to less than 5%. They had gone into debt to acquire some of these bottling plants, which wasn't helping things, but the bigger reason behind the trouble was the competition. The soda industry was getting so competitive. I don't want to get too sidetracked here because it could take over the whole video, but Coke and Pepsi were really feuding at the time. It was being called the Cola Wars. And with competition at an all-time high, I think the new plan among the smaller companies was that they needed to combine with each other and find ways to grow if they wanted to remain competitive. So with that mentality, Dr. Pepper went searching for a larger company that wanted to buy them, and I'd like to highlight the 6 different owners that they've had from that point. It does get a little
6 different
messy.
owners?
I'm
Oh
going
my
to try
god.
to keep it all straight. In 1984, they were taken off the stock market after 38 years when they were bought bought by an investment firm called Forstmann Little and Company in a $615 million leveraged buyout. They then sold some of Dr. Pepper's assets, like those bottling plants, to lower that debt and basically reverse some of those recent changes that proved to be harmful. Then, in 1986, Coca-Cola themselves attempted to buy Dr. Pepper in a $470 million takeover.
Huh.
It never happened because it was ultimately blocked by the FTC for obvious concerns of a monopoly. But it came close and was actually a response to Pepsi's attempt to buy the popular brand at the time, 7-Up, which also was not allowed to happen. So we can take that one off the list. But what did happen later that same year was an investment bank called Hicks and Haas bought Dr. Pepper in a $416 million leveraged buyout. Then, that same bank bought the American operations of 7-Up. It was really big because at the time they were the third and fourth largest soda brands, who they then combined together into their own company called Dr. Pepper 7-Up that went public on the stock market in 1993. That was an arrangement that only lasted for 2 years because in 1995 that combined company was acquired by Cadbury Schweppes. Now this is getting interesting because Cadbury Schweppes was another one of those smaller soft drink companies in the early 1980s that decided that they needed to grow to remain competitive. So now I need to take a second to list out some of their major acquisitions over that time so we can understand the significance of this deal. In 1982 they acquired Mott's, the company who makes the apple juice, for $60 million. It was a deal that also included the brand Clamato. In 1986 they bought the brands Canada Dry and Sunkist from R.J. Nabisco for $230 million. In 1989 they bought the brand Crush from Procter & Gamble in a $220 million deal. Then in 1993 they acquired A&W brands for $334 million, which also included the brand Squirt because A&W had bought them 6 years earlier. Leading us to 1995 when they made what was by far their biggest acquisition. They bought Dr. Pepper 7-Up for $1.7 billion. I should say that they had already owned about a quarter of it from deals that they made a few years earlier, so that price was for the remaining percentage of it. All of those other acquisitions gave them a 5% share of the US market, and by adding Dr. Pepper 7-Up, they increased that to 16%, which, keep in mind, was still pretty insignificant compared to Pepsi and Coca-Cola. I think that helps show how much of a gap there was in the first place, but the non-cola market was growing faster than the cola market, so it still put them in a very optimistic place. I'm going to continue with this acquisition list because I have two more big ones. Well, first off, in 1999, they sold their non-US soft drink business to Coca-Cola for $700 million. So to this day, if you're watching this in any other country besides the US and happen to have Dr. Pepper near you, that is in fact still made by Coca-Cola. The reason they sold it was because they were completely focused on the US beverage market and wanted to use that money to acquire even more brands. That same year, they bought Hawaiian Punch from Procter & Gamble for over $200 million, and the following year, they bought Snapple Beverage Group from Triarch for almost $1.5 billion, which, in addition to Snapple, included RC Cola and Diet Right. So by looking at this, we can see that it was really Cadbury Schweppes that brought all these brands together. It's just that Dr. Pepper has been the more consistently strong one among them that they've used to represent the company. Like in 2008, going back to the first list, Cadbury Schweppes spun off all of these beverage brands
Dr.
into
Pepper
their
Snapple
own
Group,
separate publicly traded company called Dr. Pepper Snapple Group. They essentially brought all of them together and then let them go out on their own. I should mention, in 2016, that company bought Buy Brands for $1.7 billion. Then, the final change in ownership was in 2018 when Keurig Green Mountain, you know them for their coffee makers, bought all of Dr. Pepper Snapple Group for $18.7 billion, and that is where they are as of the making of this video. To summarize, and just so we're clear, here is a list of all the major brands currently owned by Keurig Dr. Pepper. Among that list, for the US, we have the #1 grapefruit soda, the #1 and #3 orange sodas, the #1 and #2 ginger ales, the #1 apple juice, the #1 root beer, the #2 lemon lime soda, and the #1 single-serve coffee maker, among many others. Just think about how entering the 1980s, almost none of these brands were associated with each other, and now here we are, more than 40 years later, and they've all slowly merged together into a company that is still not even half the size of either Coca-Cola or Pepsi.
Dr. Pepper
Let me know
Snapple
in the
Group
comments.
sounds like
Should
what
I make a video
Judy
about
would
Coke or
call a
Pepsi, or
drink
maybe
drawer
both
in a
of them?
mini
It
fridge.
really seems like that's the logical place to go from here, but until then, what do you think about everything in this video? how Dr. Pepper has been used as the centerpiece to create this company that at this point I think at least stands a chance against the other two. You have to respect Dr. Pepper. They were the first and remain a leading brand, despite being completely overshadowed. For the better part of their more than 130-year history, they have hung in there and have helped do some big things. So any thoughts you have about Dr. Pepper or anything else I talked about, leave them in the comments. I'd like to hear what you have to say.
Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper.
Thank you for watching.
Drink Pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. That is gonna get stuck in my head, huh? He's a pepper, she's a pepper, everyone's a pepper. I think I got those lyrics wrong, but I think Dr. Pepper needs a shrinking flavor. Everything needs a shrinking flavor. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. Let's see, how much time do I have left? Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I think maybe I'll watch one more. Only because I'm curious. Let's see. I'll do Frito-Lay. Alright, this is from a while back. Okay. It's a very interesting
Frito-Lay.
channel.
Now, this is a fun topic. I remember in detail when I first learned they existed. I must have been in first grade, and these flamin' hot Cheetos were extremely popular at my school. Well, one day, one of my friends told me that they were made by Frito-Lay,
Drop
and
them and
that
stuff.
was one
Oh
of
my
the most
God,
confusing
Mika.
sentences that I've ever heard. I knew all those words, but they were put together in a way that didn't make any sense. Here, it was like if someone had told me that the makers of PlayStation was a company called Sega Nintendo. What do you even make of that? But he showed me the little symbol on the bag, which was hard to dispute. I spent the next few days asking everyone I knew about this. The general feedback was something like, Frito-Lay, yeah, they make a lot of the chips. But I still had so many unanswered questions. Then recently, I saw this idea for a video submitted through my website, and it brought me right back to when I was wondering all of this. On the back of a lot of chip bags, you see Frito-Lay near the bottom. I had a few questions about this company. Who is or what is Lay? Why Frito? I thought it would be a cool topic to cover. And a lot of other people have been suggesting this too, so for anybody who finds all this strange or confusing, I'm going to try to straighten all of this out by making the video that I wish had existed when I was in first grade. I'll tell you about what these names are and how they came to be in a minute. They're actually really good stories. But first, let's go through some of their brands. When you're in the supermarket and you're going down
Oh my
that
god,
snack
oh my
aisle,
god,
they
Dark
own
Girl.
a much higher portion of it than you may think. Now, of course, they own Fritos and Lay's, and those are two really big brands right there, but that's only the beginning. They own 3 large brands that rhyme with Fritos. They own Frito, Cheeto, Tostito, and Dorito. In addition to Sun Chips, Funyuns, Cracker Jack, those grandma's cookies that I never liked, Matador, that's those meat sticks, Munchies, Rolled Gold Pretzels, Ruffles, Smart Food Popcorn. There's many more that I'm not listing, but those are the main ones. They own the biggest brand in just about every chip category. So if it's big, you're safe in assuming it's Frito-Lay, with a few exceptions. Here's some of the leading brands that they're not associated with. You have Pringles, Cape Cod, Utz, Bugles, Snyder's of Hanover, Mission. None of those are associated with Frito-Lay. And if you're ever in question on whether or not they produce something, just look at the back of the bag and look at the bottom and see if it has that symbol. Now, since 1965, Frito-Lay Frito-Lay has been part of Pepsi, and actually the second biggest part of Pepsi in the way that they break down the reportable segments. One of their 6 segments is Frito-Lay North America, which includes their branded food and snack business in the United States and Canada. Essentially everything I've been talking about in North America. And in 2017, that segment alone generated $15.8 billion in sales, which is 25% of their total sales, and 42% of their operating profits. So obviously one day Pepsi themselves should be part of this series, considering everything we're talking about here is only a quarter of their sales. So stay tuned for that one down the line. But for now, let's forget about Pepsi and focus on Frito-Lay. The name Frito-Lay is a result of 2 amazingly similar companies coming together. First, let's look at the Frito end. That concerns a man named Elmer Doolin, who in 1932 had an ice cream business that wasn't doing too well. Remember, this was during the Great Depression. So he comes across this Mexican gentleman selling fried corn chips for 5 cents a bag that were essentially Fritos. They were called Fritos because in Spanish, Frito means fried. So that's where the Frito part comes from. Now, Doolin over here with his ice cream business struggling was thinking about how he might want to make a switch into something like this. Just selling these little bags of corn chips for 5 cents. I can only theorize as to why he was so attracted to it, but I'd guess that he saw value in it for the customer. It was a good-sized bag, provides a bunch of calories, you get full, and for 5 cents. Now, I know, it's the 1930s and a terrible economy, but still, 5 cents. Plus, they must have been some pretty tasty Fritos. So Doolin started talking to the owner of this little Frito business, and I'm sure he was happy to learn that he was actually looking to sell it so he can move down to Mexico. Now, here's something really important for anyone thinking about buying a business from someone, or really buying anything from someone. Find out why they're selling it, and if they say they're looking to move away and can't keep it anymore, that's what you want to hear. I called it a little Frito business because this was just about as small as you can get, and there was nothing special about it. There were others in the area selling very similar chips. The price he paid was $100, which essentially just got him the recipe, a few retail customers, and an old piece of equipment to make them. He moved it all into his mom's kitchen and started making them there and selling them out of his car. Daily sales were typically less than $10 per day, 8 of which went toward covering costs, meaning he was pocketing $2 a day. Can we just stop to think about that? The Frito part of the Frito-Lay that we know today started out with sales of $10 per day. What is that, like 2 family-sized bags today? Now, let's take a look at how the Lay side of the business started. And unlike Frito, Lay is someone's name. It comes from a man named Herman Lay, who also had a background in the ice cream business and also bought into a small chip company for the amount of $100. We have to stop again to emphasize this. Both sides of Frito-Lay were brought into their current form through a $100 purchase. And as if these 2 stories weren't similar enough, they both obtained the money through a loan. Both of the purchases were made in the same year, and they both started by selling them from their car. The key differences are, well, one is corn chips and one is potato chips. One was in San Antonio and the other was in Atlanta. And then Herman Lay only bought in on part of the company initially. He didn't take over the whole thing until a few years later. Whereas Elmer Doolin went all in at once, so Lay was involved with a considerably larger company to start. And the similarities continued from there, just making dollars a day early on, but then slowly growing their business in the ways that you would expect, hiring salesmen to increase their sales and expand their reach, expanding their manufacturing capabilities to fill those sales, and both of them eventually advertising through their own mascots. Lay's had Oscar the Happy Potato, and Fritos had the Frito Kid. In 1945, the 2 companies started working together. It makes sense. 2 very similar businesses that offer products that aren't identical. Plus, they were serving different areas of the country, one from Georgia and one from Texas. They came to a pretty smart deal that said the Lay's company would exclusively be allowed to manufacture and sell Fritos in their part of the country, and the Frito company would have the same rights when it came to Lay's in their part of the country. The 2 of them were now making both chips. After 16 years of this arrangement, with both of their revenues well into the millions at this point, the 2 companies decided to merge into one. The newly formed company was called Frito-Lay, and that's how it came to be. But some bad news for Doolin, the head of the Frito company. He actually died a couple years before the merger and never had the opportunity to see the existence of Frito-Lay. A few years later, that company merged with Pepsi. I'll save the details of that for a later date. But that explains the chip brands, Frito and Lay's. But what about the rest of the snack aisle? How did all of this happen? Well, let me go through some of them. Cheetos were an original creation from the Frito company and are actually said to have been created by Elmer Doolin himself in 1948. The rights to make Ruffles were bought by the Frito company in 1958. So at the time of the big merger in 1961, 3 of the 4 major brands of chips the combined company possessed were brought to the table by Frito. But Lay's did bring the smaller brand of Rolled Gold, who they had bought just before the merger. Then in 1966, the combined company of Frito-Lay developed their first major brand together, Doritos, who quickly surpassed most of the other brands in terms of sales. 3 years later, they introduced Funyuns, who, in my opinion, is a terrific name, but not the best product. Then in 1977, they introduced Tostitos, which were created based on customer feedback from Doritos. In 1980, they acquired Grandma's Cookie brand, who, again, I think is a terrific name, but not the best product. In 1989, they acquired Smart Food Popcorn, which was just a regional brand at the time, but they made it national. In 1991, they introduced Sun Chips. In 1997, they acquired Cracker Jack. Alright, I didn't cover every brand they own today, but I think you get the point. You can see that they're bigger than you know, and how they came to possess a lot of the brands that help make them bigger than you know. I'd like to think I answered these questions, and any questions that I had back when I was in first grade. So if I ever get my hands on a time machine, first order of business is to go back to the late 90s and show this video to myself. And then maybe try to prevent World War II or something, but this first. Let me know in the comments. Did you know about the extent of Frito-Lay? Or maybe you didn't even realize they existed. Unless you're closely looking at the packaging or take notice of all those trucks on the street and at the gas stations, I don't know how else you'd know. Maybe you heard it somewhere randomly, like I did, but if that's the case, there must have been some confusion happening. So I hope I set things straight. I also want to mention, this is a deep topic. In this video, I mostly focused on their size and how the 2 separate companies formed and came together, but there's so much more.
$400 of buying Fritos in Lay?
Around how they got so big and dealt with
Smart
competitors
move.
with some major business
Smart
choices throughout the
move.
years. Touch on things like flavors and product lines, but everyone was requesting that I make it in this format, which makes me think many people don't realize how big they are, which is understandable, so maybe this was a smarter place to start. Also, I just like this topic, and I think it'd be fun to make something about Frito-Lay's marketing, focusing more on their ad campaigns and mascots. I touched on some of their early characters, but then there's things like Chester Cheetah and Frito Bandito was a whole thing. So let me know what you think of that idea. There's definitely more to talk about when it comes to Frito-Lay. So any thoughts concerning the company, leave them in the comments. I'd like to hear what you have to say.
I misread end as
Thank you
eat.
for
I was like,
watching.
why would you do that to yourself? Alright. 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 Okay. Alright. 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 Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty fun watch. You know, I learned a few things. So I'll definitely have to, you know, watch that channel more during my off time. But yeah, I'm yeah, it was fun watching those videos with you guys. Man, $100? God, that's crazy. I mean, $100 is a lot. Like, I mean, I guess, especially for me, since I don't make that much money, but just overall, just like, yeah, that's just so great. And both of them, got bought for like $100. So hi UEK, we're probably gonna end stream here too soon. But yeah, that was fun. I checked an inflation calculator. It'd be about $2,000 in today's money. Damn. See, that sounds. That sounds about right. On BG? Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me. There we go. I'll put that on for now. Yeah, thank you for dropping by, Mika. But yeah, I would have at least expected like $2,000. But not like... You know, not like $100. Economic inflation, yeah. I had a feeling, Dark Crow. I had a feeling. But yeah, thank you guys for popping by. It was a lot of fun. Tomorrow I'll be streaming Dishonored at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. What languages do I know? English. That's it, actually. That only. I would love to learn other languages, though. Like Spanish or Japanese. Maybe we can do that one time. Just like have a language learning stream. So like I am gonna be going to Japan one day. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll just like maybe I'll have that be a normal thing, Dark Crow, just like have video suggestions when we're just chatting. Because sometimes it's just hard for me to think of like, okay, what do we talk about now? But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be streaming Dishonored at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Well, hey, I've studied Spanish and Japanese in school. Nice, nice, nice. Maybe you can give me some pointers when I decide to learn. It's funny that I followed before your last stream for the new year, but it's only now. I mean, it happens. It happens. You know, people, you know, give me follows and don't really interact until now. Man chicken. Yeah. Anyway, we're playing Dishonored like tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to that. And next week, you know, is kind of where the schedule change is going to take in effect, you know. I won't be streaming on... It's an email from BTTW. I don't know what that stands for. anyway, just like a schedule change next week. So like I won't be streaming on Mondays anymore. It'll just be Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays for now, until like another schedule change. Bad Tit TV. Ah, okay, gotcha. But with that said, thank you guys for dropping by. It was a lot of fun. Plug in for browser for gotcha. It's been a lot of fun. I had a really good time. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.